Hello everyone, welcome you all in today's my class. In today's class, we will start next chapter, new chapter of our economics book, that is people as resources. Okay, so in this chapter, first I will explain you about human capital. So population becomes human capital when there is investment made in the form of education, training, and medical care. Human capital is the stock of skill and productive knowledge embodied in them. People as a resource are a way of referring to a country's working people in terms of their existing productive skills and ability. So I hope you all understood well about human capital. Next, I will explain you human capital formation. Okay, so when the existing human resources is further developed by becoming more educated and healthy, we call it human capital formation that adds to the productive power of the country, just like physical capital formation. So investment in human capital through education, training, medical care, etc. adds a return just like investment in physical capital. So first, it increase the productivity of the workers. Okay. Next, educated, trained and healthy people can use natural resources in a better way. Third, it adds to quality of labor. And fourth, a country can earn foreign exchange by exporting services. Okay, so human capital formation based in all these um, capital sorry terms. So investment in human capital like through education, training, and medical care, etc. adds a return just like investment in physical capital. So next we will proceed. Next, human resources is different from other resources like land and physical capital. Okay, means human resources different from other resources like land and physical capital. So land consists of all natural resources. These are provided to us by nature. Physical capital consists of all those objects that help in further production of different types of goods and services. Human resources, on the other hand, consists of knowledge and skills. Other resources are not capable of bringing about an improvement in they by their own effort. They can be changed only by human resources. They do not have a mind and a brain for their own. Human resources, on the other hand, can be trained to perform any task for which it is required. It required education, trained and healthcare. Uh, this in uh, these in turn are again provided by human resources. Thus, human resources, unlike other factor resources, has an ability to improve itself. Next, we will proceed. Next, population is an asset for the economy rather than a liability. Okay, I repeat. Population is an asset for the economy rather than a liability. So, population for long had been seen as a liability which slows down the rate of economic growth. This view of population was based on the fact that population represented the stock of human being. Human beings make a demand on nations' resources for their survival. La- larger the population, more the resources like food, health facility, etc. Would be required by it for its survival. Hence, population would be treated as a liability. However, this view of population is not the correct one. More important thing is that population is resource that is human capital. It is in this sense it is in this sense that the stock of knowledge and skills that constitutes uh, human resource is a valuable asset. However, it may be noted that unless human beings are converted into human resource, they may constitute a liability. So I hope you all understood well. Next, we will proceed. Next topic: importance of human capital formation. I repeat, importance of human capital formation. So investment in human resource via education and medical care can give high rates of in the future. This investment on people is the same as investment in land capital. Okay, next, uh, vital vital cycle of human development. So, vital cycle of human development. So, educated parents are found to invest more heavily on the education of their child. This is because they have realized the importance of education themselves. They are also conscious of proper nutrition and hygiene. They accordingly look after their children's needs for education at school and good health. A virtuous cycle is thus created. In this case, a vicious cycle may be created by disadvantaged parents who themselves are uneducated and lacking in hygiene keep their children in a similarly disadvantaged state. So countries like Japan did not have any natural resources. Still, they are developed country. So they had invested on people, especially in the field of education and health. Okay, I repeat, countries like Japan did not have any natural resources. Still, they are developed countries because they have invested on people, especially in the field of education and health. The skilled and trained people have made a efficient use of their resources like land and capital. Efficiency and technology involved people have made these countries rich and developed. I hope you all understood today's content, that is human capital. Next topic of this chapter, that is economic activities by men and women, we will discuss in my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.